Hello, my informative speech is about college athletes and how they should be compensated for their time, effort, and all their hard work in the sport that they're playing. Specifically, college athletes uh, doing, I guess, basketball is the sport we're going to focus on, but they bring the university millions of dollars each year, and none of that goes to the students. So to help them get the money they deserve, action needs to be taken. So we need to bring awareness around this so that they can get properly compensated for their time. I have never been interested in college sports and did not realize how much money that college athletes bring into the university. It wasn't until about a year ago that I realized that this was even a thing. When the stories started hitting the newspapers about that they weren't getting compensated and how much money, how many millions were being made off of their efforts. So college athletes deserve to be paid because they invest their time and their money and um, their hard work, and it takes significant rent risk, and they don't receive enough money. um, they don't get any of it that's generated for the NCAA and the schools. So it's time to bring awareness around compensation for college athletes. Paying college athletes would help create a sense of financial awareness and also limit or even end corruption when it comes to agents and bookies and things of that nature that run these illegal operations based on the performance of college students. And that's a lot of pressure. The talent should certainly receive some of the profits from authentic organizations that can provide payment for them. College athletes, they can't work because they don't have time. In most cases, some probably do find other means of income, but in most situations they don't work, and this sport that they're playing is um takes up all their time, and because they want to perfect it and be good at the sport that they are involved in. So the college athletes can spend anywhere, over 40 hours a week dedicated to their sport, and the hours of training, the games, the travel, and other required sessions that they must attend to remain on the team and to keep their full scholarship. It's a lot, and it doesn't allow them to probably do very much of anything else, especially another job, without being paid for their work as athletes. These students will struggle to support themselves, and their value in these student athletes, and that needs to be acknowledged. So the NCAA generates more money than the NBA per season, which means student athletes generate serious revenue. Scholarships alone are not enough to cover the cost of living expenses and other incidentals that may come up for these students. So, student athletes who come from low income families may need extra money, or need to earn money for living expenses, or in some cases, they even still pay for their family or send money home to their parents or mom, to provide financial support for the household in which they came from. So, asking for compensation for their efforts and all their hard work is not um you know out of the realm of possibilities here. There's plenty of finances to go around, and it should be shared with these athletes. In conclusion, I am asking you to think about how much money is being taken away from athletes. And I'd like to quote the LeBron James when he once stated that I've always heard the narrative they get a free education, but you guys aren't bringing me on campus to get an education. You guys are bringing me on campus to get to the Final Four or to a national championship. And that's exactly right. They're bringing these young students in to perform for them as athletes, and they do get the free scholarships, and it is, an awesome opportunity. But there are expenses outside of the scholarship that scholarships don't cover that they need compensation for, if nothing else. So I'd ask for you guys to review, consider, and give me your feedback on this subject. I'm curious to hear what you have to say. So thanks for listening.